Areas near the southern border have been dealing with record numbers of migrants coming into the United States since President Biden stepped into office. Now, preliminary data from the Department of Homeland Security shows an average of 7,300 to 7,500 daily migrant encounters at the southwest border during the month of September. And now, while Democrats at the federal level continue to claim that the border is secure, the busing of migrants from the border to sanctuary cities has made it pretty clear that the border is not secure, and in fact, there is a crisis.
We are in a crisis situation. New York City now has more than 61,000 people in our shelter system. That includes thousands of New Yorkers experiencing homelessness and thousands of asylum seekers who have been bussed in over the past few months from other parts of the country.
That was New York City Mayor Eric Adams complaining about the 17,000 migrants who have been bussed into the city from Texas since April. How long will the Biden administration maintain that the border is secure? With me now to talk about this and more is U.S. Representative Brian Babin, who's co-chairman of the Border Security Caucus, and he serves the 36th Congressional District of Texas. Apparently, Congressman Babin is just lingering for a moment, and he will be with us. For context, again, I mentioned there that the city of New York declared a state of emergency because there have been 17,000 migrants bussed into the city of New York since April. Now, for context, we have between 7,300 and 7,500 per day. So that's essentially 17,000 every 2.5 days in the month of September. It's a state of emergency for the city of New York, but so far it hasn't been seen as that for the states of Texas and Arizona and California who border the southern border. So is this going to provide some perspective for those who do not live, from those who do not live on the southern border? Now with me to talk about that is Congressman Brian Babin. Congressman, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good to be with you, Joseph.
Now, quickly, your reaction to Mayor Adams' announcement of a state of emergency because there have been 17,000 migrants bussed into New York City since April.
Well, I mean, it's laughable to think that they would have, they would have considered this something out of the ordinary when we get 17,000 coming in just a matter of a week or so. It's incredible what we're, the hypocrisy of these mayors in these blue cities. And I'd also add to that this too as well, Joseph, is that many of the migrants that are going to New York now are being bused out of El Paso, Texas, which happens to be a Democrat-run city and a Democrat mayor. And quite frankly, let's just say this. If Mayor Adams of New York said that the situation was, quote, unsustainable, he's right. It is unsustainable. And he needs to call President Biden and tell him just that, because we are being subjected to this every hour, every day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, and year in and year out. Venezuela, for instance, has sent 20,000 of their folks, and all the evidence shows that they're emptying their prisons out, sending their violent criminals to our southern border here in Texas. And this is another a number that I think people need to be aware of. There have been 78 people who are on the terrorist watch list that have been caught coming across the border. But on top of this, we have what we call special interest migrants. And these are migrants who are potential terrorists. They pose a national security risk. And there's been over 25,000 of them that have been nabbed this year. That is up 600%. A lot of these are coming from Turkey. Many of these, in fact, almost 100% of them are Islamic. And, this is it's just a matter of time. It's not if, but when this country gets hit again by violent terrorists that are seeking to do us harm, and it's coming in over Biden's and Mayorkas' southern border. They have obviously thrown Americans to the wolves. They don't care about national security. They don't care about our safety. They're willing to risk everything, our sovereignty, our solvency, and our national security, so they can get potential new Democrat voters into our country. It is disgusting.
Congressman Babin?
Yes, sir.
I want to play one more clip from Mayor Adams, then give you a chance to respond. Let's play clip 4.
Although our compassion is limitless. Although our compassion is limitless, our resources are not. Our shelter system is now operating near 100% capacity. And if these trends continue, we will be over 100,000 in the year to come. That's far more than the system was ever designed to handle. This is unsustainable.
Now, Congressman Babin, I think that is a sentiment that several states have felt for a very long time. Do you have any sense that the Biden administration will receive that message differently coming from the mayor of New York?
If the mayor will make sure that he gets that information and that message in a very, very public way and force this reckless administration under Joe Biden to start enforcing the law, that he held up a right hand and swore on the Bible to uphold and ensure that the Constitution of the United States, the laws are enforced. He is simply not doing it. And for Mayor Adams to be complaining about his compassion is limitless, but his resources are not, what a joke. Come down here,
Congressman
Mayor.
Babin?
Yes.
He is going to come. Unfortunately, we're out of time, so I've got to cut you off. Thanks for joining us. We'll do it again very soon.
Great. Thank you very much. Good to be with you.